Hi all. Today I will share you one of the important consideration by Warren Buffett which he calls as honors earnings. This honors earnings he has mentioned first in his annual report of 1986. Talking about annual reports of Warren Buffett, I strongly suggest you guys to go into the website of Berkshire Hathaway wherein the annual reports of Warren Buffett over the years has been duly recorded there and it is available in Word or PDF formats. You can go and browse through all those annual reports wherein you will understand greatly about the investment rationale of Warren Buffett and how he has involved or evolved his investment rationale over the years, which will greatly help you in your value investing journey. So before getting into the owners earnings, let's understand what is the EPS, that is the earnings per share. As the name indicates, EPS is simply the earnings or otherwise profit of a company per share. Hence EPS is derived subtracting the dividend amount from the PAT, that is the profit after tax, divided by the shares outstanding. So PAT is otherwise called net income as well. So net income or the PAT you can see on my screen is nothing but the total income minus total expenses including the D&A charges, which is the depreciation and amortization expenses, minus the interest cost, which is the interest to be paid over the debt the company has taken up. If the company is debt free, then the interest cost would be zero. Then the tax expenses, which is the income tax to be paid by the company over its earnings. But EPS does not include the actual cash which goes into the owners or we shareholders pocket. As we discussed in earlier sessions of this value investing series, the company may have to have capex or capital expenditure to invest in expanding the business and also maintaining the business assets to run the business. This capex is not reflecting in the EPS figure. Though company makes profit, if the capex is more, the effective cash going into the investor's pocket is less. So effectively we should be looking at that particular figure rather than the accounting figure of EPS. Again, I ask you to recall our discussion in the earlier session on free cash flow, wherein we stress upon the capex figure as well in addition to just the earnings. So let's now get into the owner's earnings, which actually accounts the capex figure as well. It projects the operational efficiency of the firm as well. It takes the operational earnings rather than the net income. Owner's earnings are computed, or owner's earnings is computed by the following formula. You can see on my screen, owner's earnings equal reported earnings plus depreciation and amortization expenses plus or minus non-cash charges minus average annual maintenance capex, or in that case you can take the total capex as well as we explained in our free cash flow session, plus or minus the change in working capital. The change in working capital again is explained in my session on free cash flow. Please feel free to go to that session of free cash flow if you have any doubts, and then come back again to this session to further view. So reported earnings is also called net operating income, otherwise called EBIT, earnings before interest and tax. Other figures you will get readily from the cash flow statement of the financial statement or the annual report. Often owner's earnings ends up similar to the free cash flow, FCF. The cash a company generates after accounting for cash outflows to support operations and maintain its capital assets. So Warren Buffett's owner's earnings gives more realistic idea of a company's actual earnings, which are the real interest, which are of real interest to we shareholders. Thus, owner's earnings tells us the actual dollar or rupee value of a company is expected to produce and have available to spend using current financial data. Thus, this matrix is very important in gauging a company's financial health and its future earnings visibility. So, owner's earnings is clearly to be calculated in addition to the readily available EPS, which will really help in gauging the actual earnings by a company, and again then evaluate all those aspects and take a good investment decision. Happy investing.